Science of how your body burns fat.
When you wake up in the morning, your insulin levels are low, meaning your body's burning fat for fuel. For example, that belly fat is fuel. But if you wake up and eat instead, your body will increase carb burning and it'll reduce fat burning. So when you wake up, you want to make sure you fast. You've also reduced your calories, kept your insulin low, and your body increases human growth hormone. Now at noon, you break your fast with your first meal. Now, how you break your fast is more important than your fast. When you have fiber, fat, protein, your insulin levels stay lower and it comes down quicker.
This guy's videos have been sent to me nearly more than anyone else. Some are fine. Some are fucking dreadful. Some are literally just sales pitches masquerading as science. He can't be mad at me for saying that either. He knows. Out of all the videos I could respond to, this one is actually far from the worst. So he does the usual thing of circling random words on the screen. Insulin, fiber, growth hormone. Do you know what's better than circling random words? Actual studies. Just saying. So here's what you need to know, and stay with me because it's important. Some mechanisms sound good on paper, but what you care about is the actual endpoint. For example, increasing your growth hormone sounds exciting as a mechanism, but what you actually care about is if that translates to more muscle growth or more fat loss in the long term. Those are the actual endpoints you care about. A lot of sales pitches mentally masturbate over the mechanisms, but they don't discuss the actual endpoint research with you. Often because it's far less exciting. Because yes, intermittent fasting and low-carb diets sound super great when people throw out buzzwords like fat-burning machine, but most research suggests that they are not better than isocaloric comparative diets for long-term fat loss. Sure, if you skip breakfast, you'll probably lose a bit of weight, because when you skip a meal, you tend to eat less food, but you don't need to skip breakfast to lose body fat. Low-carb diets also tend to promote weight loss because you are avoiding an entire macronutrient group. Again, meaning you tend to eat less food. But you don't need to avoid carbohydrates to lose body fat. Otherwise, nobody would lose body fat on higher carb diets, but they do. Equal amounts under isocaloric, isonitrogenous conditions, in fact. So if you follow what this guy says, you will possibly get the results he discusses. There's no beef there. But I do have quite a lot of beef with the way it's pitched to you, because we know that the most important factor for long-term weight loss success is adherence. It doesn't matter what diet you pick. If you can't stick to it in the long term, it's fucking useless. So it's important that we present you with a whole menu of options and discuss them all honestly. Then you can pick and choose anything that looks appealing to you, rather than trying to convince you to pick the two that we have a metaphorical hard-on for. Don't trust people who try and steer you into following one specific diet. It is disempowering you from making educated decisions that suit your own personal preferences.